Alright, so I had to switch out phones because the other one had reached this little limit. I guess I got to delete some videos. But anyway, I did a quick thing, but it's so much. Yeah, now that the Louis guy, the Representative Gomer. So anyway, they with him, it's two things. I guess I'm gonna have to break this down because the other video was too long. I didn't. I should have stopped it and made two different videos. But anyway, what's his name, Gomer, the one who's pushing the new legislation, about the Democrat Party, and so it's like they're so stupid. Again, they're trying to call him playing. He's the one playing. You know what? Like we all said, we know what they started, the gotcha shit. With the. Like Alyssa Milano, that actress, all that gotcha, Me Too, I had that, all the counsel. So they're like, oh, seems like Louis Gomer, he's just playing the gotcha. No, this is not gotcha. Y'all started this, and remember I told you that before. I said, yeah, these are weak motherfuckers. We're going to finish it. You started this. It's not gotcha. It's the truth. That's what makes them so mad. And it's like this. They're so stupid. They're actually still trying to come back with stupid and just incense people, antagonize. But it's like now you can't even antagonize people because he's talking absolute historical facts. And since y'all brought up all of this shit about slavery, hey, well, let's bring up who really protected the slaves? The Democrats. Like he said, in the 40s, the Democratic, this is 1940s, the Democratic, every year, every election, was the Klan bake. For literally, and it wasn't a play up for Ku Klux Klan, like clam bake. Literally, the Democratic Convention. It is like now they're getting mad because when they get beat, it's every time they start something, get their ass beat, and then go back and retreat and play victim. So now they're trying to play, oh, this is just gotcha. Oh, he's a scumbag for that. No, this is not gotcha politics. You started all this. Like I told my last video, it's uploaded now. But anyway, my last video, that's what I'm talking about. You started this shit, and see, you started shit with winners. We finished the shit. What part don't you understand? We can't stop. That's the problem. Remember, that's why y'all get mad when we were on jobs and you tried to, in the past, I guess maybe feminism. And men, loser type men started feeling like victims too. And like I said, guys like us, we're not trying to outdo you. We're just to finish something. That's what we were always told. Finish what you started. We're not cheating. We're not going to cheat. That's another thing. Remember, I just got through talking about how we don't like cheating. Literally, I like them because it's literally, even on video games, I feel bad if I use the cheat codes back in the day, even though I was little. Shit, it gets to a point, though, this shit too. Like Contra, yeah, Bill Contra, yeah, but everybody knew it. You get there, fuck it. I'm just putting the code. But it gets to a point you just don't like. You rather beat it yourself. Then nowadays you got online. If I can't beat you, I just gotta whatever, concede defeat. That's not that exactly. It's not finishing. You did finish it. It's just, hey, this nigga too good. Y'all can't take it. Remember, it's just like I said, y'all can't take a loss. Y'all want to, each time, see, I can see how they fooled you, just like I told you, just like with my benefit. They think I did something secret that I didn't tell everybody about. They tried to play me. I literally heard people come tell me, hey, they told that other, because it was about 3 veterans, all of us were black. They told that other dude, see, this was when Obama was in office, and it was like, there's some new benefits, and that guy ain't even tell you. I guess that gang stalker said they knew how much money I was getting, and it's like, what is he talking about? And I'm like, see that dumbass? I didn't know about it. You just told me. And why I called him dumbass? Because he was trying to be funny. Like I was holding out on the other guy. Why would I do that? I don't work for the VA. Even if I worked for the VA, I wouldn't hold out. I'm going to tell you everything you're eligible for. And, and then so guy, hey man, they talked about him. Like, okay, he said, yeah, he said you ain't tell the, I guess I thought I was better. Like, wait a minute, I ain't know that, and I could believe it. I'm like, yeah, that sounds okay. It was more money for school. It's like, wait a minute, I ain't even know, I hadn't heard that yet. It says, you dummy, you try to do evil for me. You did good. Now it's something more I know. Oh yeah. And it wasn't just for me. It wasn't just the money. You know, it was like, oh shit, more training, I get a better job, more money. But you know how that worked out with the gang stalkers. But at that point, I didn't know it was gang stalker. I just know something was going on. You know, just stupid shit. Y'all keep doing shit to hurt us, and each time it backfires. This is literally again with this dude talking about abolish the Democrat Party, period, on grounds that it started in racism. They still protect slavery, and now it's blowed up in your face. It's like somebody who, and now you're, oh, he's playing division. Oh, no, he's not. You started this shit, and he's see everything y'all say is about emotion. Oh, the George Floyd, he didn't deserve the thing like that. And like I said, I've been pointing out every time it's somebody who was doing some dirt and who just didn't want to take. Or George Floyd, he got drugs stuck up his ass. He's a drug mule and the fucking condom explode, and he acting crazy. And it turns out he had asked to be laid. And I could tell. If you know anybody that ever OD'd, you know, they sometimes they want to lay down. And he did more than OD because he, you know, even a drug addict wouldn't have took as much drugs that was in his system because the condom exploded. You know, all those drugs he had in his up his ass, his rectum. So that's why he couldn't breathe. You know, like a panic attack. That's why he was saying that, and the transcripts show it. You know, we go with facts. Y'all go with fucking emotions. That's why these grown ass boys, 18, 17, way too old to be so fucking emotional. Way too old. You supposed to get taught as a boy, I don't care. You know, that's why they stopped all that shit, you know. Remember they had that PC movement? Stop telling these little boys don't cry. Remember, like the rest of us, when we was 3 or 4, hell, it doesn't matter. You could be in a house full of women. You 4 years old, you cry. Nigga, you too old for that shit. You know what I'm saying? You be whining like, you know, you might not get cursed out, but you know the thing, you know, nowadays you women, they you know, nasty about, yeah, like a little bitch, this, you know, probably would to a 2-year-old, you know, think it's cute. But the point was, you got the message. Stop crying. You know, you cut yourself. You fell on the concrete. You running, and you didn't get no kisses and hugs. You 4 years old. Didn't I tell you to stop running that goddamn concrete? You know, they gave you a Band-Aid, but you ain't getting no kiss. You ain't getting none of that. You just got a Band-Aid and some alcohol. They ain't even use peroxide. They use alcohol. That's what you get. Ah, shit. You know. Shit. You ain't cuss, but I'm just saying. You ask it, why can't you? Because by then you knew peroxide didn't burn. Why can't you use peroxide? I know, because I told you quit running up and down that sidewalk, but I ain't even let you get an infection. You know, you just gonna be a scab. You know, by then you used to scabs. You know, you're a boy. Hell, you excited to when it's gonna get to the point where you can peel it off. You know, but see, that's what I'm saying. You got these big ass, some of them like that nigga age, grown ass man, emotional. Cause by his, even though he's probably almost 30. Supposedly doing good, you should be proud of. He's emotional. It's racism. Like, what racism? You just emotional, man, like a bitch. You need some pampering? They got mad about that joke too. I said that in the comment section about 2 months ago. I forgot about it. Probably was on one of them channels, and they tried to come through and they, you know, you need some model, and the women got mad. You can't see, like, they wasn't really mad. They, you know, women would be especially black women. They the main one tell a nigga if he, you know, he acting like a bitch. You know, shit. Damn, nigga, you on your period? I'm the one I'm the woman. You ain't even got no vagina. You had, you know, you had like you having a period. Shit. That's why you got all these emotional ass niggas and Antifa white boys and all these, what they call them, the white boys call them soy boys. Yeah, all these soy boys, Antifa, rich motherfuckers or even middle class, just mad at their parents. I want to be part of something. Black Lives Matter. And, you know, these motherfuckers straight from the suburbs, all of them out there acting a damn fool. You know, it's just emotional. And all of that shit. I think it really started wasn't in the 80s, you know. Then by the 90s, you can't discipline your kid, you know, putting parents in, and you know this and that, putting them in jail, and everybody saw it coming. Now you got these grown ass boys, literally full size, grown ass 6'8" George Floyd, wherever tall he was, 6'4", but inside he's a 14-year-old girl on the inside, you know. And I always hear I got homeboys that are 6'4", literally, and the same height as I'm 6'6". They don't act like no bitch, you know, because they know we gonna clown them. They don't say I'm too big, you know. Nah, you know, hell, when we get to scrapping, you know, whatever, we all in. But you know, they like I said, they grateful for all the time we you know we was there to help or whatever. That's what I'm saying. Real niggas who know the street, you know, someone got jobs or whatever. They don't act like they invincible because they tall. You know, they do. That makes them a target, but still, they whoop a nigga ass. But you know, they don't go around bullying people. You know, usually they're just super popular. You know, that's the point. Everybody know they not for that. You know, going around fucking with folks. That's how real black people act. You know, not like no fucking clown join a group and become some kind of fucking homegrown terrorist. You know, all this shit, wearing masks, all that stupid shit. No full effect. That shit don't. There's no science. And that's another thing I can't get over. How come all these niggas are so compliant with masks, but the government is the one telling you that? You know, ain't nobody dying from it. Just that's why I came back out to make this video. The party they had in front of Leadfoot's house, that crazy mayor in Chicago, and the whole world seen. And it's not even, oh, niggas so embarrassing. No, nobody, none of the cops, these are genuine. Nobody gives a fuck about that. It doesn't, only a few had masks, and it didn't matter if they all had masks. They was too fucking close. Took the mask, there's no way. So where is all the mass death? Mass, M-A-S-S. Where's the mass death of all them people? And they didn't have masks on, so you can identify them. They need to be identified and quarantined. And why ain't they dead? Or why ain't their relatives? You know, because you can't say, well, maybe they no, you know they poor as fuck. You know they live with their grandma. You know what I'm saying? They live in their grandma. All of them, their whole party stay in their grandma's house. You know, that's Chicago. They all still stay at their grandma's house. So why their grandmas ain't dead right now from COVID? Because they was all out partying, twerking, and grinding in front of that crazy-ass mayor house in Chicago. You know why? So where? That's what everybody's talking about. Take it just like all these the Democrat governors with all these wear your mask, da 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 da. You must really don't want to win this election. Seriously, the white ones, I don't care if you just whatever race you are, but if you still trying to push this to this day, all of a sudden the riots that was it's okay for them to protest and party, but everybody else, you got to wear a mask, and you still mandating this crazy shit that nobody believes. Even doctors are pointing out this is bullshit. And I'm talking about, the doctors, emergency, they call frontline doctors, emergency doctors. Or pointing out that I bet he feels so stupid. He got to feel. I ain't patting myself on the back, but I know he feel like a little bitch. He had to come. I know he hate being part of this group because he just came out here because I'm here. He has to feel like a fuck nigga. See, that's a fuck nigga. It has nothing to do with your responsibilities to what I'm saying. The reason I took offense because black women started trying to, and it doesn't make me mad like oh, that's no, like they're talking about you, as a woman. No, it's like it's like, yeah, don't talk like that. That's just no, because you're not who you can't be the dude. Only a fuck nigga would go to a pistol. That's what I'm saying. You can't fight. That's a fuck nigga. You can't fight. Has nothing to do with if you're taking care of your baby mamas and your babies. Who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, some real shit went down following those words. You normally, whether the dude knew it, whether they was plotting on him, that's a fuck nigga. But if they plotting on him and he a fuck nigga, he did some fuck nigga shit. And whatever, we don't play that. Oh, so he deserved that. Shut up, bitch. That's why I said don't use it. Just leave it alone. It's above your grade. It's above your pay grade. Don't just stop. He probably don't even really know that word, but he knows that feeling. Like I said, I bet he got that fuck nigga feeling on the inside. He in his gut, the bubble guts. Yeah, he probably shitting himself. You're like, but what? Why? You not know about that? Trust me, he feels embarrassed. Exactly. Do that hot toast shit. It don't have to. You don't have to be a gangster. But anyway, he know I ain't playing. But yeah, you just can't. Again, it's certain things you don't do to another man. That's some whole shit. You know, that's why he kept his head down. That's a fuck nigga. You know, you don't do no shit like that. Even to a total stranger, you don't do that. You just don't. It's just unnatural. See, that's how we know there's no racism right now. We all grew up in a different time. We just worried, you know, you just don't do another man like that. White boys, they just ain't gonna do you like that. You be total strangers. That's how I knew. Like I said, remember, I knew something was wrong. Like, wait a minute, this. I didn't think it was racism, but it's like these folks, you know, they following me. They never did it. Because, like I said, if I thought it was racism, I wouldn't have went and got help. Because I would have been like, shit, these racists. And you know, that would have been my first thought, they probably would have fed into it, gaslit me even more. But of course I didn't. Shit, something must be wrong. This is impossible. I learned, you know, in school and psychology class and high school. No, this must be me. You know, so shit, I must need help. Shit, I'm hoping these motherfuckers can help me. No, it's an actual real program. He's fucked hard. And then they got mad because I kept you know, the upgrades. They kept upgrading my benefits, and they mad as fuck because they thought I was doing something, you know. And plus, they know because, like I said, they have people in the program that work at these hospitals, the VA, and sometimes outside care, the nurses, all of it. So they know. To them, they say it as telling on them. I'm like, I'm not telling. I'm not snitching. Even I don't know what it is, but I knew back then. I'm not part of it. So like I said, the rules of the street kept me sane. Like, no, bitch, I'm not snitching. You didn't include me on this. I wasn't at the meeting. You didn't even impromptu include me in. You know, like I just walk in the store and you know some shit going down. And y'all like, hey brother, man, you want some of this? We shit. You know. Sometimes that happens. Fuck it, I don't know y'all, but shit, y'all okay, you know, shit. But I'm just saying, the point is, you didn't include me, so this not no goddamn snitch. I do one out of anger. No, you didn't include. No, it was really to keep me from doing something to y'all, which I come to find out that was part of the gaslighting. That's the program. You wanted me to do something stupid. Again, but street rules said nope, can't do it. Why? Because just like that fuck nigga, they kept just doing shit trying to provoke me, and I knew that. Like I said, you learned that in high school. It had nothing to do with that. Then you didn't learn that because of gangsta. You learned that just from street shit. Is the shit? If you ain't swing on me, you the one mad. Like I said, if I was mad at somebody, I'm swinging first. I'm not talking shit. We don't talk where I'm from. Promise you, never. The only reason I stopped now because I started realizing y'all was purposely trying to provoke me. So that is all me of having to swing first because that means you're the one who's mad at me for whatever reason. Even though technically you're a total stranger. But by then I knew I'm part of some kind of shit where y'all are following me around. So that is all me. Yeah, it was lifted a whole weight off of my shoulders years ago. So basically I could concentrate on getting better. Thank you again, dummies. You're stupid. Thank you, dummies. You know, I wouldn't be where I am right now if it wasn't for you trying to kill me. Stupid bitch. You know, like I said, you tried to provoke me. And then you got mad, even to this day. Remember I talked about the other day, they get mad because I make them feel like a fuck nigga. And then they try to play victim and try to use actual, remember I said they was going to get themselves fired because they're going to use actual rules even though they're the one who initiated the animosity. And like I said, your customer service. So there's no way you're going to win that, especially because I'm not going to stop. If it doesn't locally, I'm calling corporate. Sorry. And it's not to be mean. That's another thing. Y'all try to stop me. No, that's so mean. No, bitch, you shouldn't. You do. Because I've been in, like I said, I've been a cashier. My first job was McDonald's and all this and that. So I know about dealing with customers. And I never did that. I was never an asshole to nobody. I was always smiles and shits and giggles while I'm goddamn doing the best job I can. Never getting no complaints. Never. So sorry. No, you gang stalking and you better, like I said, yeah, like that Red video. You know, you like Red. It's like you better goddamn just hey. If I would have been in Red position, I just would have been hey dad or whatever. Or, something. You had to do what Ice Cube did, pick up a stick or a brick, Ain't no shame in no game. If that nigga that big, you better pick up a brick or something. Yeah, shit. Boop. He too big to be acting like that. Yeah, exactly. He got that. He bring that on themselves. You up there trying to terrorize everybody. Shit. Where I'm from, exactly. I've been seeing shit like that. Again, that's why I said. Remember, I just got through saying the big niggas I know they don't fuck with folks, not because out of fear, it's just not cool. And plus, somebody will go upside your head, like they say. Somebody will go upside your head. Bring you, that's what we call it. They gonna break you down to size. You think you 6'6" or whatever. We gonna break you down to size, homeboy, in a nice little package where you can handle it, we can handle you. So, and that's just, those are facts, like the cool kids like to say, facts. You know, those are facts. We gonna break you down to size. So, like I said, all this playing victim, and it's too late. And I said it years ago when I first made my video. That's why I started making these videos, because I knew every time. And by then, I knew what gang stalking was. So I'm like, I know for a fact I got them. Because from all my experience, they are going to do something that they shouldn't be doing if they do it at work. The only way you can gang stalk somebody, especially a customer or even another employee, is to do shit that breaks these laws. Especially, these are laws y'all are breaking. I'm talking about if you're gang stalking to the employee. You're going to have to do shit that's going to be deemed as a violation of EO laws. And I knew that. So it's like, I don't have to fight you. I don't have to beat your ass or nothing. I don't have to lose my job. I don't have to go to prison. I don't have to do nothing. And I knew it. They were gonna be mad because I knew they were black. And I'm like, black people, gang stalkers, they're gonna get emotional. They getting mad. You can't do. I got you, you little weak ass bitch. Then they can't even get mad because I call them a weak ass bitch. What you gonna do about it? I wouldn't take that shit, because I never got called a weak ass bitch. You know, there's a reason for that. There's a reason you getting called a weak ass bitch. You know, so like I was talking about the lightweight party. Everybody like, nah, see, that's the bullshit we talking about. No, how everybody else, you closing out all these businesses. Oh, it's so important. Dr. Fauci, we're flattening it. You know, they got that bitch ass nigga, Dr. Fauci. He went to a game and like they said, even though it was only three of them, he all up under his they said that's his wife's boyfriend. Because his wife was on the left side of him and the other dude was on his right and he was in the middle. So it's like everybody like, you sitting in that dude's lap. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you know, he had his mask down with everybody like, no, Dr. Fauci, you full of shit. It doesn't matter that the whole stadium was empty, but you were in that dude's lap. It is like like, no, we see you, nigga. No, don't even try to, oh, y'all so, no, bitch. You can't, see, that's what they said with socialism. That is literally socialist. You know what I'm saying? But he's trying, no, he's been there for 30 years. He's just he doesn't leave his position, every president, but he's just staff. He's staff. He's the doctor for the staff. So he's been there. He's been a insider, as they call it. So you know he been tainted by the elites. And it's like, see, that's communism. That's what I keep telling these dumbass niggas. It's rules for thee, not for me. Meaning they're gonna have rules for us, and they're gonna be doing exactly what they would. You all of your cars that going to work. No, you gonna be waiting on whatever the fuck, some kind of, whatever Bill Gates, if he lets you live, give you to survive. No more being able, your kids ain't gonna be able to be whatever they want to be. If you let these socialists and communists take over. And like I said, the founders of BLM, they said they were so Marxist, communists. Them two lesbian black chicks, they said it. We are Marxists. So that means the founders, they just used Trayvon Martin and this shit. Oh, it was the Trayvon Martin. And it's like, we are, if you look into it, a guy did that, and they got that same dude, Benjamin Crump, all these fake race baiters, that whole thing. That they use that again to jumpstart this shit, because it's supposed to, again, it's something that's supposed to be so sad. He was 18 and racism and again, I didn't even know he was that big at the time, because you look at his face, he does look like a little boy. That's what I think that's really what they was like. This is perfect. He looks like, but this nigga was like 6'2", 6'3", and love watching MMA fight videos. And poor little, I said it when it first happened, when it first hit the news, first day. Oh shit, you already know these stupid ass niggas don't swear with racism. But I said, I'm like, yeah, because I didn't know he was that big. I'm like, yeah, you can't shoot nobody just because you losing a fight. I didn't think he was racist, but you look and they dig and dig and dig. They even had a fake girl, and it's like, why isn't that a crime? They had a fake girl. Now that you see all the girls he liked, he had to, he had a whole bunch of little hoes and shit. They were all the same type, real small, cute. Then they had this big old retarded girl. Literally, she's not even the slang word retarded. Literally, she was literally slow, barely can read. Say she was his girlfriend. You can see Trayvon had a whole bunch of, he did not have that girl would not have been one of his girls. And she was talking about, and so they had her lie and say she was the one he was texting that night. And you could tell, again, like I said, it was a poor setup for that guy. He smoked weed, sell weed, hustle a little bit, but he got a chip on his shoulder. Like that's because I thought about when I first heard it. If I from both positions, I had been a rent a cop. After I got out the military, I've been a rent a cop, and I also was a teenage boy. I'm thinking, I'm trying to think. I'm talking about before I even went to trial when you first heard about it. Like, how would I would have, as a teenager? Well, as a teenager, I probably just would have went home. Seriously, at 18, I'd have went through. I got experience. I had more. Even though it turns out his dad was a big timer back in the 80s. He literally a big timer. He tried to hide his tattoo and shit. But I would have went to my house. I'd have went home. Even at 18, I'd have been worried about getting kicked out for getting it too much. But that's what I'm saying. These boys ain't scared about that. It wouldn't have been about George, whatever his name was, the dude that killed Trayvon, whatever. I would have been worried about shit. I can't keep getting in trouble. My mom will kick me out. Shit. I ain't gonna have nowhere to bring my little breezes. Whatever. Shit. I'm gonna get. I would have been, but actually, then on top of that, I wouldn't have been in that situation because, I had a job and all this and that and talking to recruiters. I wouldn't have gotten to that. Not just I'm so good. I just no. I'd have been too above it. Walking around smoking. No. There's some dummy move. That's dumb. There's not. There's not. Yeah, your dad was a big time drug dealer. You walking around smoking weed, fucking hoes, and not making no money. You don't even have a job. I would have been in that situation at 18. Like I said, rules of the street, or whether you a square, it's just too much. You got too much pride to be arguing, getting your mama in trouble, or whoever house he was, the mom or the stepmom. You don't bring that shit back home. So how would I had too much pride. And then as a rent-a-cop, still, I'll use it. You're not doing your job. Why not? I'd have known that something was going on. I would have known, the people